Is your child in swim lessons? Would you like to help them practice? Hi, I'm Margo Little and I've been a water safety instructor for 18 years. These videos have some tips on how you can help your child practice what they're learning. The first tip is to keep it fun and positive. Years ago, I focused on learn to swim because it's so important and in demand. And I found that while every child learns differently and has a different confidence level, they all respond to love and patience, as well as praise and positive persistence. So keep it fun and positive and don't give up. Your child will learn. So let's get started with explaining what your child is being taught so you can join them in the fun and exciting and very likely life-saving process of learning to swim. You're going to love this. Seahorse. The Seahorse game is really an exercise in core strength and coordination. It strengthens the kids' cores and makes everything easier to do, especially muscle control and keeping hips and legs up while floating on back. It also helps your child learn the elements of treading water, which they'll need to know how to do when they want to swim in the deep end. Seahorse is a lot of fun, but it can take some time for the kids to get strong enough to really enjoy it. So keep encouraging them because they really need the strength to learn to swim. In the shallow end, take a fat swim noodle or 2 or 3 slim ones and have your child straddle it in the middle. Usually kids are pretty flopsy-mopsy until their cores strengthen, so you have to help them sit straight. I joke with them while they struggle to keep the noodle under them and keep their back straight. Don't let that seahorse buck you off. Oh my, you've got a bucking bronco. Push your hips down and get that seahorse under control. They usually love the humor. Gently insist that they sit up straight as they move around the shallow end, and don't allow them to fall backwards or forwards or to the sides. Keep them propped up by firmly enveloping your child in the noodle. Once they feel confident in letting go of the noodle with their hands, I encourage the kids to move their arms back and forth horizontally rather than up and down riding the seahorse. Up and down arm movement makes them bob in the water, but they'll be needing this skill to learn how to tread water, and that requires horizontal sculling. If they're bobbing up and down while treading water, they may end up drinking and inhaling more water, which is obviously detrimental to breathing and survival. Kicking with Seahorse can be done any way your child wants to, but I encourage mine to sit up straight on the noodle with their legs in front, as if they are sitting in a chair. That's also the best leg position for treading water. An enticement to keep your child working hard is to toss small floating toys around in the shallow end. Your child then rides a seahorse out to pick up the toys. They all love that game. You can have races with other kids as well, but do know that keeping the straight, upright body position is more challenging when kids race each other. You know how it goes. Everybody wants to win the race, of course, and following the rules falls by the wayside in the midst of all the competition. So maybe not suggest racing until they're disciplined enough and strong enough to sit up straight the whole time. Then watch those little jockeys ride. Have a lot of fun with this one, and as always, enjoy your child.
Open the doors.
Close the doors.
Open the doors.
Open the doors.
Open the doors.
Close the doors.
Close them. Close them.